bird. Lift. Not good. So you're ready to go out in the field right now. It's okay. It's okay. As you practice, it will come better. Okay. You want more paper? You can.
No, it's over.
Okay, somebody has more paper if in case you want. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Got the legs quite nicely actually. Good. Okay, so now we are talking about gesture sketching, right? So what we are trying to do here, we'll work with the same moorhen and capture it in different gestures now. Okay? And the next one, okay? Don't start. You have again 1 minute. The pressure is on you. And the time starts now. Next one. 1 minute. Focus. The head is stretched out in this one. The tail is also a little out. It is in a more alert stance. "30 seconds up. You can do it. "45 seconds up. So, okay, 5 seconds and your time stops. Okay, good. So, alright. So, what we are doing now is capturing the form of the bird, correct? If you have the time, if you finish capturing the form of the bird, I want you to start adding the details that you see. Okay, don't stop right there. Okay, play around, play more and start adding more details to it. Got it? Yeah? Okay, we'll move to the next one. Do you want to do, can we, okay, can we put you on a different challenge, a different level, and we'll give you 45 seconds. Okay? Is this the next image? Okay, don't start. Whoever started is cheating. Okay? We'll tell you. There is a reason. You'll know very soon. Okay.
1, 2, 3, start.
Yeah, time started.
Time complete.
30 seconds. It's 40.
Oh, and this is
Stop.
45, right? Ooh, yeah. Okay. So, just getting the form of it, alright? Not bad. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Nice.
So, you see, there is a tilt in the head, and then the one leg is up and one leg is down. So, okay. So, there's one last one. Are you up for a 30-second challenge? Yes or no? Yes, that's good. Okay. Alright. Not yet, don't start.
Okay.
It's not the same. Okay.
Okay, we'll start.
Start. Not the same.
Wait.
Start. Okay. Oh. 30 seconds. Oh my god.
10 seconds up. 20 seconds up. Okay, stop.
Alright, stop. Okay, I couldn't finish the other legs, but then getting the form of it.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so
Wow.
not bad. So this is okay. Right now, what we did, this bird is moving for us in very slow motion. Okay, literally statue. Okay. Now, okay, how many of you kind of happy with this technique? You kind of enjoyed it? That's good. And you know for yourself that you can do fast sketching, right? Because birds out there won't pose for you. Okay? They wouldn't like, oh, she's sketching, let me, nothing. Okay? So, like, you need to listen to them. You just need to work according to them. Alright? So, that's fine. Okay. So I will get back to a couple of these slides, but then I would like to start with this as you have the flow of it. Let's go ahead with this particular thing. It's not going to pose for you like this anymore because it's a video. Okay? So it's going to keep moving. So it's going to keep moving and then you're going to try to sketch it. Alright? Okay, ready? So another thing I would like to say is, remember, the bird tends to come back to its postures. I won't tell you full details, okay? But you need to try, and it will go on for some time, okay? Maybe like 2-3 minutes, and I would like you to like play around, you know, if it moves, try to get the other posture. Don't get frustrated with yourself, alright? Yes, you could if you want to. Yeah. Ready? There's no time limit on this and I'll play. Okay. Watch. No, take a minute to watch it first. Take a minute to watch it. Alright. So now you can start. This one is being quite cooperative, huh? So you can make out almost 2 positions, something like that. You might be able to get. Alright, last 1 minute and I will stop it. So there's just not this challenge to watching a bird in the field. There's one more which I'll tell you. Okay, we'll actually stop this now. Okay, alright. So, one thing I would like to quickly mention is, okay, how many of you enjoyed this one? Like, did you try and understand? Okay, not bad, good, excellent. So, over here what has happened is the video has given us the plus point or the advantage of zooming it into the pond heron. But this is not the case when you're out there in the field when you're sketching. It's far away and you can hardly see the bird, and it's sometimes you can not make out the colors, you cannot even see the eye, you cannot see the feet of it properly. So it's at a distance. Alright. So alright. So okay. So when you're in the field, sometimes it helps to make quick notes as to the birds that you're seeing. Even if you know the bird, make the notes whenever you can, because it just adds to your observation and it makes the sketchbook also look something. If you're aiming at a pretty sketch, it will kind of take it closer to it. Journal style, try to put the date and time and all your observations. If you see a whole flock of them, or if you see only one sitting, what is its behavior, what is it doing, what's the time, what's the temperature, what's the weather like, you know, a whole lot of details that you can add into your field sketch. Okay, and this one, sketching in the habitat. Okay, try to include the habitat when you're sketching also. Like for example, even the pond heron that you saw, you could also try to include the habitat that it was walking in. This kind of gives a sense of place, sometimes a sense of time, and it just gives the big picture of things. Okay, it's not just the species alone, but it's the whole landscape also. So there is, we have a few. So when out in the field, when you're sketching, sometimes I make a few sketches which maybe you won't be able to see very clearly, but just some sketches as to I know it's pink, but it's just having fun with the background, and trying to get the different forms of the bird. But sometimes you won't be able to make out many details. It's okay, it's absolutely fine. Okay, just play around with it. And sometimes I do add in when I'm hiking or trekking, make very quick sketches of the birds. I don't think you can see it, and write the details as to what are the things that I noticed about the bird. You can start doing it bigger also, you can do it small. It's up to you how you want to play around with it. Okay, and we did have another video. That would have been more challenging because that bird was much more faster, but I don't think we have the time for it, so we'll not do that right now. But even for you at home, Shilpa and I practice sometimes looking at videos, and we refer to a whole lot of images that are online, and it's okay when you're learning just to see the images and do the sketches at home. It will give you a good practice to use that in the field. Okay, once you understand the forms of it, you'll be able to use that in the field. Okay, so the other thing about sketching is you are pretty much ready to do your own bird sketches. It takes a push from yourself within you to do it. Okay. Just like I told you, sometimes the flowers and moths and other features, they pose for you, it's easier, and sometimes even I settle down to it, but it takes a different mindset to be able to go out there and sketch birds. Okay, but it will be nice if you can put yourself to the challenge. If you're going on birding trips, don't be scared of putting a small doodle of a bird next to your sketch. Don't just write the names of the bird. I know that's the more easier way of doing it, but try and include a sketch as well. Okay. The other interesting thing about sketches and sketchbook is some people like working with the pencil. Some people would prefer working with pens. Some people would prefer working with pastels out in the field. Okay. But it takes that much practice to realize or to know for yourself which medium suits you best. Okay. I kind of prefer or like sketching directly in the pen, also because it makes me extra conscious because I cannot erase it. So try to make the lines properly when I'm doing it the first time itself. Okay. But doing it in a pencil has a much more free hand as to doing a whole lot of postures and positions and things like that. And when you're using colors, watercolors or anything, we need to take care of the material we are working with. If you use as thin a paper that most of you have today, the bond sheets, and you try to put water over it, it becomes wrinkled and absorbs badly. It's a mess and you'll be disappointed yourself. So it's not completely your fault. Okay. So it is the materials that you judge or you decide to use. Okay. So just try to practice a lot. I think that's the most essential thing when you're sketching. Try to practice a lot and you'll explore or discover which medium suits you best, and I think you'll continue to have fun. Okay, so pretty much that's the end of it. If you have any questions, anything to ask, like you can ask, and we have people like Subbu and Shamal also who do a lot of bird sketches that I've known of. So if they have anything to say to everybody, please do. They've been amazing mentors through the whole process, and I'm sure they'll have something to say.
So do you always start from the beginning?
Huh?
You always start from the beginning?
Each person it differs. I think it's the head and the beak that I pretty much start with. There are times when, like John Muir-Laws that I spoke to you about, when he does the oval method, he says that first draw the big oval, that is the body, and then draw the size of the head in proportion. But for some reason, it hasn't worked for me. I prefer drawing the head oval first and then the body. That seems to work for me. So there's no hard and fast rule. It's about discovering yourself in the process, I think. Anything else that you would like to know? Hope you didn't get bored and hope you enjoyed it. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sangeetha.
Thank you.
I learned two things today. First one is that it's always the oval or the egg first before the bird, at least in sketching. And then the second thing was my sketching stopped with only 3. I could draw the map of India, Hydra and amoeba. Couldn't go beyond that. And my teachers also had it easy because they could do only circles and not lines. Okay. Thank you, Sangeetha. So as a token of our appreciation, we have a small gift for you.
Thank you so much.
Shilpashree.
I'll do more.
No problem. And as Sangeetha mentioned, Dr. Subramania is also a very good artist. Some of his sketches are illustrated in the displays we have in the first floor. You can always take a look. And we also have one more artist, Harish, who is also pretty good. Right now, he has retired. So yeah, we'll break for a cup of coffee, tea now, and in the interval before we set up the next one, there's also a film show arranged in the first floor, so you can always go and take a look at the displays. Yeah. And
Dr. Subramania draws all his drawings from Papa.
Okay, story.
And coming to bird illustrations, you can also see the illustrations of 3 birds which were described from Bangalore by Jardine and Selby. Those sketches were also there in the first floor. Go and take a look. Blue-bearded beater, painted partridge, and the rock thrush. 1828.
I'm glad. You with your kitchen